The British government wants to hand police unprecedented powers to handle protesters. Human rights activists say it's an affront to democracy.
This post received a score of 9,300, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
They're doing the same to legitimate union strike action. Our free and democratic society exists because of protest and strike action. Many present and past members of the House of Lords have participated in quite extreme protests and strikes, or have acted as lawyers to free the same. Rishi Sunak and Suella Braverman are a threat to these legitimate freedoms and thus democracy.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Almost like this has happened before.
Honestly, bull. The UK, US, hell any Western country could become Gilead and people wouldn't fight back in any way that mattered.
Gotta disagree with you there. Sure, parts of the US would welcome and celebrate a religious theocracy. You'd get actual blue state secession if that happened. Doesn't inevitably lead to violence, but it more than likely does.
At that point, the blue states would just rely on self-governance and tell DC to fuck off. Each state literally has their own judicial and executive branches and a bicameral legislature. Plenty of us won't stand for tyranny, and if shit were to go down, those with the means would flock to blue states, and all of that would put pressure on the federal government. Many red states are reliant on the charity of blue states. But socialism? ?
If you're that scared of the people you represent, then you're not representing the will of the people. But we all know that by now. Far too many Western governments are steamrolling their own citizens.
How long until we just stop pretending we have an actual democracy? Like, the systems and processes are there, but we can't see to reverse this trend of, as an elite person who clearly represents and knows better than you, be quiet plebs and proles, we're trying to curate democracy for you, you utter lumpen.
If you criminalize peaceful protesting, you're just gonna get a riot every time people are pissed off about something. If you're a cop in the UK, do you really want a crowd of people with nothing to lose to be the only ones organizing? Seems like you're asking to put your ass on the line.
Exactly. If punishment for protesting is as restrictive to my life as a punishment for rioting, then I'll just riot.
More like they'll bombard you with tear gas and beat you to a pulp, but the second you touch a police officer, they'll declare it as a riot. Push comes to shove, they'll use a proper 12-gauge birdshot round and call it as pellet rounds, and will then proceed to resort to live ammunition.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.